Hello there, this is a quick introduction from me about how you can get onto your website storybird.com to write some stories. Now what kind of stories am I talking about? I've got some examples here of some work which other students have done for me this year. This is a website I've created to host their work. Storybird is a website for writers, illustrators and readers, and it's based upon people selecting wonderfully beautiful artwork and writing stories related to the artwork. Okay, so let's show you this piece of work by Gabriella in year 7. She's selected the pictures and written a very short story to go with these great illustrations. Okay, and there's a lovely one by Sylvia as well. Cute, lovely, fun. Okay. Some people write a lot, some people write a little. Depends what kind of writing style you have or what kind of story you want to tell. But the main thing is you're telling stories. Let's go to the Storybird website. Okay. And let's just log in normally there. Storybird.com. Here it comes. Just be aware of the fact that it is not Storybirds, it's storybird.com. Okay, this is their introductory page here. There's lots of information about what the nature of the website is, and you see again it's compatible with iPad and iPhone. Well, let's actually sign in and have a look how you can write your first story. Most students have been given a login, okay, and a password. And here we are, our first page. This is called a dashboard. We've already got one story in there which has been published. You click on You, it gives you a few of your options, but create here or create there will allow you to start your process. As we said, this book is about illustrated books. So your first job is to find an artist that you like. There is a mountain of artistic work here, and all you've got to do is preview their work. This work is produced by a company called Hedgehog & Co, and obviously the majority of their work is about hedgehogs. If you want to see how much art they've got and what pictures you can imagine using in your book, just click on that there and you see a preview of all their work. And this is a particularly good one because you do have the similar characters throughout, which allows you to write a good narrative to your story. There are some artists who don't have the similar characters, and it becomes a real push for people to think of the story complete because of the ever-changing character. So one tip for you would be find a character-driven artist. If you like the work, you just click Use Art. I'm going to put for a story, and up comes the main work page here, where you actually start designing your book. Okay, first things first, you can see these are all the pictures you've got to select from. You can preview them by clicking on them. You can move them around by holding down your left hand button and dragging them across. And once you find a piece of work that you like, you lift it and drag it into place. You can move it anywhere on the page you like, with this box being where you write your story. Enough space there to fill up the whole of that box. When you want to add a page, click there and this is a new page. So once again, drag your work of art. That's a whole page with just simply an illustration in there. There it goes. Okay. Other feature, if you want to move the pages around, you can do by picking them up and dragging them. If you click on the page again, you can always move it around and change the design. If you don't like the page, you can get rid of it. Okay, you can remove these pages if you don't like them. Right, minus get rid of the page. Alright, keep saving your work as you go through. Okay, front cover, we have to select the classic version because we're not paying for this at the moment. And you can change colours, illustrations, and give your story a name. This is the author's title. Do not put your full name. Best on this website to keep your identity hidden or like a code like this. If the moderators, the people who check the stories, do see people's real names, they actually don't let the story be published. They're really good at protecting people's identities. Okay? Go to menu here. If you finish with your work for the day, you just go save and close. And it takes you back to the main page again. And you see we have a story here which is unpublished. That's actually the story we're working on. Just click on that, it'll take you back. And you can continue editing your work. If you're happy with what you've done, you can publish it. And the publishing process, again, I think remains quite logical. Summary here means you give a brief blurb about the story. This is a story about 2 hedgehogs. Only allow 200 character spaces there. You pick categories for your story, whatever it may be. 2 only allowed. Age group you're targeting at. Keywords. If anyone needed to search for a particular story genre, they could find your work by what tag lines you give. And when you finish and happy with that, you press publish. You can still edit your story in the future. Once you've published your work, you can share it. You can email it to friends. You can pick up the link, copy and paste it, and put it onto a website. Okay. And also you can actually buy the book and have it published. This is downloaded as a colour print off. It's in dollars here. You have to go through your mum and dad's details to get that done. Some people can get it actually copied and printed and turned into a book. If you think it's really good, you can get it printed and sent to your house. Right, quite a cool feature, that one. Go back to our main page, our main dashboard. Okay, from there you can look at all your work. You scroll down, there are the books you're doing. Another feature of this website is that you can read other people's stories and comment upon them. Different categories here you can look at. Let's have a look at this one here. New and noted means that people have liked it. When it comes up, you can immediately see down here some of the work people liked. It's been reposted a few times onto the main website. 22 people have liked it. You can do that. And again, you can share his work. And it's actually a really nice way of developing your story writing techniques by reading other people's work. Now this is a story about a person who had dyslexia. Quite like that. You can read through what they're doing. Okay, short stories, long stories, ideas for how to illustrate your work. Okay, very straightforward website, I believe. Once you get used to creating, selecting your artists, looking through the mountains of work there is, this I think is where you should start. Once you find your artist, you're happy with what they're doing, use it. Okay, that's the basics of Storybird. I look forward to reading some of your work. You can always email your work to me using my stgeorges102@gmail. I'd love to read it so I can make great positive comments and we can follow each other and share each other as we continue to produce some beautiful stories. Okay.